Hello, I'm Laura Jensen at Jensen Reserve. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how we cook our bratwurst. It's a question that we often get in the store that you guys would like to try them, but you're not sure how to cook them. Probably the most popular way is to throw them on the grill, but I don't do that right now because I just don't have time. So you know me and my cast iron skillet, that's how I get everything done. So I'm going to show you how I cook these brats in my trusty cast iron skillet. So come on up closer and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so I've got our mild bratwurst here. We have several different styles of bratwurst as well as hot and mild. So this is a great Sheboygan style bratwurst. Is one of our top sellers, and our customers that need to be gluten-free and sugar-free love this one as well. All our brats are free of gluten, most of them free from sugar, except with the exception of our pineapple brat, of course. So I'm gonna open this up, get it going, and show you how I would cook them. A little bit different method, but I think you'll enjoy it. So let me turn our burner on first. My stove, I'm doing a good medium. It's about a number 4 roughly. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but anyhow, let's bust into these. Go ahead and put them in the pan. Get rid of that. All right, so I've got them in the pan ready to start cooking. Now you can cook them whole like this. You can put a lid on it. You can turn them over till they're brown. Cook them for several minutes on each side, but I find that a little more complicated than I want to deal with some days. So the way that I like to do things is break it down into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to let these cook for just a minute to firm up a little bit, and then I'm going to take my fork and my knife and I'm going to cut them up into bite-sized pieces that I can enjoy with our kraut. We have 2 different kinds of kraut in the store. I make this too in my spare time, haha. This is a raw kraut. It's great for your gut health. So this is what we always use with our hot dogs and brats. I'm going to show you in a minute how I cook hot dogs, and I go ahead and put the kraut in the pan with it. So let me go ahead and just make sure they're not sticking to the pan here with my straight edge. Yep, they are trying to stick a little bit. At this point, they just need to cook some, so there's not a lot of exciting things that I can show you as far as the cooking side. I am happy to share, though, that our pork that we always use to make these brats with comes out of Tennessee and is processed at a humane facility in North Carolina. So know that when you're buying these brats, you're getting things that are wheat-free, soy-free, gluten-free, and sugar-free most of the time. We also make our own spices in-house so that we know what's in them, or more importantly, what's not in them. So just went ahead and flipped it over there. You can see that it's browned just a little bit. You can also use some tongs if you would prefer. Let me grab these. These tongs would be helpful. Just your choice again as far as what you want to do. So let's let these cook for just a minute, and then I'll start slicing them up. Alright, so I'm going to make sure again that we're not sticking. Got that one good, that one's good. Let's look at it on this side. Just going to let it cook a little bit more. So I was asked the question, why didn't I grease the pan with an oil before I put them in there? And the answer is a couple reasons. For one, I personally made these brats, and I know that they have a little bit of fat in them, about a 20% fat ratio, which is very normal. So I knew that they would cook out some fat, and I didn't want it to be heavily in oils. The other reason that I didn't put oil in it is I think it's going to give us a nicer finished product in the end. Once I start rolling them around in the pan when I cut them, it gives us a nicer look than sometimes I get with oil. So there you go. Once again, a little bit different way of me doing some things, but that's my thought process on it. So again, just going to let these cook for a little bit longer till we don't see as much pink here, and then I'll cut them up and finish them off. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit just because I can kind of tell and smell that it needs to be turned down some. I've got it to where we don't really see the pink. Remember we talked about that I was waiting for it to not have that line. And then I just use my pan here because who needs another dish to clean? And I just go ahead and cut it into the bite-sized pieces that I want to eat, and then I keep cooking. As you can see, it's been a little deceiving in that the outside is kind of browned and looks like it's done, but the inside is not. I think that's a common problem with brats, and I think it's something that intimidates people, that they don't want to have that problem with their food. So one of the quick and easy ways that I overcome that, no matter what I'm cooking, is using this method, is to break it down into something that's a bite-sized piece that I can kind of watch and monitor as I cook. And then I know when it's done in the middle in a way that I want it to be done. So, excuse me, the steam got to me. I do the same thing with chicken. I also do it with hot dogs. I'll show you that here in a minute. So yeah, just cut things into bite-sized pieces, roll them around until they look like something you want to eat, like my husband would say, and then you'll have a nice little snack. So I'm going to let this keep cooking here for a minute. Remember, we talked about the oil earlier, and should I have used it or should I not? As you can see, we're good. We didn't need that in here. And the way I can clean my skillet with this straight edge, we're going to be fine with that too. So I'm going to let them cook just a little bit more, and then we will plate them and pull out a mustard, because you have to have a mustard with these, and see what we did. Alright, y'all, we're almost there. What do you think of this method? It's a little bit different. Puts your food on the plate a little bit different, but you know it's done and it makes it happen. Comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, I proclaim this done. So I'm going to put them in one of my bowls here. Turn my stove off. I am going to add a little bit of our kraut. I'll show you the finished product and we'll grab a snack here in just a second. All right, y'all, so here we have it. This is our mild brats that we just cooked. This is our kraut, and I have to have stone ground mustard because it's my jam. So got to get a little bit of mustard, a little bit of kraut, some bratwurst. That's delicious. What flavor, if I don't say so myself? All right, so y'all, all in all, that took me maybe 10 minutes, and I had this amazing dinner already ready to go. For me, it happens to be my lunch, but it could be dinner for you. So give us a try. If you haven't tried our brats, give them a try when you come see us. We have mild and hot. We have roasted garlic, which is our #1 seller, and pineapple jalapeno. So we'll see you on the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.